Hello, and welcome to another Lincoln property blog brought to you by Ben from Walters of Lincolnshire. This week we ask if we are building too many homes in Lincoln. The issue of new house building in the UK stirs strong emotions. Many believe their local areas are turning into construction zones with too many homes being built, disrupting the character of towns and villages. But is this perception grounded in reality? The Labour government, which came into power in the summer of 2024, has set a bold target: 300,000 homes built annually for the next 5 years, amounting to 1.5 million new homes by the end of their tenure. This figure sounds ambitious and perhaps a touch optimistic when you consider that, as a nation, we've averaged only 170 to 180,000 homes per year over the last 2 decades. So let's look at the numbers in terms of new build starts, sales completions, and context. In the past 12 months, the number of new homes started and completed across the UK has fallen significantly short of the Labour government's target. For instance, housing starts was only 134,570, and housing completions were 158,420. These figures reveal a startling truth. We are building far fewer homes than we need, even as the housing crisis deepens. To meet the government's goal, we must build 10.71 homes annually per 1,000 existing homes. But surely we are building enough new homes in Lincoln? Despite concerns about overdevelopment, the data tells a different story. The UK is not building anywhere near enough homes to meet the needs of its growing population. Even independent studies show we must deliver at least 300,000 homes annually to address decades of undersupply and support demographic changes, such as longer life expectancies and smaller household sizes. Many people say we don't have the space to build these homes, but would it surprise you that only 1.2% of England and Wales is built on with residential homes? If we were to add Scotland to that number, that percentage would tumble even further. Many people in Lincoln feel the city has become a building site. However, the statistics show we're falling behind, not exceeding, the levels required to maintain a healthy housing market. The visible developments often mask the fact that we are still underperforming nationally. So let's look at the statistic for our locality. There are 45,423 homes in Lincoln, and 60 new homes were built last year. So the number of Lincoln homes built per 1,000 existing homes over the past year is 1.32, far below the benchmark required to start to alleviate housing shortages. So, who's building these homes? When breaking down the data, it's clear that new builds are heavily skewed towards the private sector, which built 83.3% of the 60 new Lincoln homes. Housing associations contributed 16.7%, and as expected, our local authority built 0 new homes. While private developers dominate the market, the contribution from housing associations has been modest. However, the local authority's lack of building homes is frankly quite disappointing. This is a critical point. Without a greater push from the public sector, especially our local authority, the affordable housing shortfall will persist. But why aren't we building enough homes in the UK? There are several reasons for the gap between aspirations and reality. Planning bottlenecks. Many developments are held up by protracted planning processes and local opposition. Land availability. A lack of suitable land, often tied up in green belts or agricultural use, limits where homes can be built. Labour and material shortages. Post-pandemic and post-Brexit, the construction industry is struggling with a lack of skilled workers and rising material costs. Resistance to change. Local opposition to new developments is a significant barrier. Concerns over infrastructure, congestion, and the loss of green spaces often dominate public discourse. For homeowners in Lincoln, the lack of sufficient new builds has real consequences. A restricted supply of homes contributes to higher prices and limited options for buyers and renters. For those looking to move, the challenge isn't just finding a buyer, but finding and securing their next home. I understand these frustrations as someone deeply involved in the local Lincoln property market. It's not just about the numbers, but how they affect people's lives. I encourage anyone curious about what these trends mean for their property journey, whether they're looking to sell, buy, or understand the market better, to reach out. There's no obligation. I'm here to help guide and support you with the knowledge I've gained from the years I have spent in the family firm. In my humble opinion, what is the way forward? To address the housing crisis, we need a balanced approach, empowering all local authorities and housing associations to build more affordable homes. Streamlining the Lincoln planning system would help to reduce delays and create certainty for developers. We must ensure that we engage with communities to find common ground between development and preserving local character. Supporting sustainable building practices to ensure new developments meet the needs of both current and future generations. Building 300,000 homes a year is a steep climb, but it's one we must tackle head-on if we are to meet the needs of future generations of Lincoln people. The question is not whether we are building too many homes, but whether we are building enough. And the answer, quite clearly, is no. I certainly know if we are building these extra homes in Lincoln, the infrastructure alongside these new homes needs to rise as well, like new schools and extra capacity at our hospitals. I'd be delighted to chat if you'd like to discuss how these issues impact the local Lincoln property market or your own housing plans. Feel free to give me a call or drop me a message. Together, we can navigate the challenges of the housing market with confidence and clarity. If you would like a chat about where you sit in the current market, do not hesitate to give me a call on 01522 512 513 or drop me a message on social media. To ensure all our clients get the absolute best experience and a total marketing strategy as unique as their homes, we only list 20 properties per month. Our January and February market appraisal slots are now available to book. We ensure that you are always a name and not just a number with Walters.